Hey guys, Corn Cob Piper here, coming at you again. If you just watched my last video, I am still smoking out of this little poker I got off of eBay. It's a nice little find. This is like 16 bucks. Smokes pretty good. Made from pearwood. Inside I have some Peter Stalkaby's Luxury Bullseye Flake. And I wanted to do a video response to HoosierPiper's 100 sub giveaway. If you haven't checked his channel out, guys, definitely go ahead and do so. Head on over there, at least congratulate him, check out his videos, and subscribe if you want. I'll go ahead and post the link down there for you below. He's giving away some pretty cool stuff on his giveaway as well. I'm looking forward to it. And his question for the giveaway is, what does family mean to you? Which, that's a really good question. I would consider myself a family man. I work hard. Kind of a homebody. I like to spend time with my family. And just a little bit of history for you about me. I'm currently married, happily married for 3 years now, almost. Our anniversary is coming up next week. And I have 2 children, a 10-year-old son and a 7-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. We were never officially married, but for all intents and purposes, we were. We lived together. We had 2 children together. And things between us just didn't work out. We had been unhappy for quite a while. We knew it was coming to an end. And things kind of ended abruptly for us, and hurt me pretty bad. What had happened was, I'm okay with the fact that we're not together anymore. We're both in a better place for that now, but I don't want to, bash the mother of my children here on camera. So, I'm not gonna do that or anything. But I strongly disagree with the way that she handled the situation. So I went to work. I was working I think second shift at the time, so like a 3 to 11 type of deal. I called home for lunch, for something on my lunch, which was, late evening, 8, 9 o'clock at night, something like that. And she didn't answer the phone, which was odd, because we had a house phone. Where else would she be at, 9 o'clock at night with the kids? So now I'm calling, and I'm calling, and I'm calling, and there's no answer. So I sent her a text saying, hey, you need to call me back. I'm worried. What's going on? Where are you guys at? And she texted me back that I'm moving, taking the kids, and I'm going to stay with my mom for a while. Her mother lived in Fort Myers, Florida. At the time, I was living in a small town in Michigan called North Adams, and I'm sure none of you ever heard of it. It's like a town of like 5,000 people. But at any rate, Florida's 1,200 miles away, and, I got a job, I got a house, and now I can't see my kids, and my kids are, basically at that time where, and still are, my whole world. Obviously, I have a new family now with my mother, who is an awesome stepmother to my kids. They adore her to death. But I went this would have been like March, and I went till August, the middle of August, without seeing my kids. Now, I talked to my son on the phone every day, who was 4. My daughter at the time, who was like 2, obviously you can't talk on the phone to a 2-year-old. I would try, but it is what it is. You can't talk to a little kid on the phone, a 2-year-old. So I would have conversations with my son every day, and I just I miss them, you know, greatly every day, and it was the hardest thing that I've you know, had to deal with in my life so far was not being with my kids. So in August, you know, my dad, who lived other side of the state, a couple hour drives away from Fort Myers, I came down for 10 days in August, and I stayed with him. I got the kids for 10 days, and subsequently, you know, in between all this time, you know, we got stuff figured out with the courts for, you know, custody and all that. So, you know, I see my kids all the time now, you know, 3 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week. So I get them every Tuesday, Thursday, every other weekend. So basically we split half and half, which is a good situation for everybody now. But you know, I love my kids to death, and you know, it was tough. It was the toughest thing to do, was just, you know, not to see them and hug them, you know, every day. And you know, like I said, when my daughter, she moved down here, was like not 2 yet, and you know, it's basically, I knew her as a baby. She, you know, still kind of, you know, looked like a baby. And when I saw her again, you know, in August, she was like, you know, a toddler at that point, so like a little girl. So, you know, I feel like I missed out on some milestones with my daughter there. And, you know, but anyway, you know, I see him all the time now. Family means everything to me. Especially being a good dad. That's the most, you know, the thing that I'm most proud about in my life is, you know, being a good parent. And, you know, I try to be a good husband to my wife, and, you know, my family, you know, we love each other. We show our love for each other all the time. One of the things that HoosierPiper asked you to do was, you know, tell somebody you love today that you love them. I've told my wife that several times already today, and when I'm done with this video, I'm going to go inside and do so as well. Never take anything for granted, guys, especially family. I'm currently right now 38 years old, and both of my parents are gone. So my mother passed away from complications from a car accident when I was 9, and my father just passed away a few years ago from cancer. So, you know, I have my brother, I have a few aunts, and my wife and kids, and that basically is all the family that I have left. You know, obviously I have some cousins too. You know, and I don't take your family for granted, guys. I mean, you're not going to have forever with them. You know, just try to cherish every moment that you have and enjoy them. So, question was, what does family mean to you? And my answer to your question, HoosierPiper, is family to me means everything. It's life itself. Without family, you know, to support you and for me to support my family, I don't see any point to, you know, existing. They're my reason. And you know, it's the reason I get up every day, go to work, enjoy life. You know, my happiest moments are, you know, being with my kids. You know, and the four of us with my wife, spending time together. I just recently went to Busch Gardens with my son. We had a good time with it. You know, he got a little bit sick, so we had to leave early. But you know, went to his football game last night, which was awesome. They're 3-0 now. He does flag football. It's his first time ever playing. And you know, he's getting better with each game. And you know, my daughter is just, you know, the cutest little thing you'll ever see. She's obsessed with baby dolls, and she's very, very artistic. You know, she could you know, do a painting, you know, better than I can. So you know, I'm always trying to, you know, do things with my kids, with my wife. We just went out for a nice lunch today. We have our anniversary, like I said, coming up, which we're going to celebrate probably like a week late, because we have the kids next weekend, and we want to go out and just do something, you know, romantic, you know, just the two of us. So the plan is to go out to a very nice dinner, or lunch, whichever we pick, and then probably go catch a show as well. So at any rate, that's my answer. I hope you enjoyed listening to it. I hope I didn't bring you down too much with the sad story about not seeing my kids for a while. But everything's good now. It worked out for the best. If that would have never happened, I would have never moved down to Florida. I would have never met my wife. So things happen for a reason. I truly believe that, and I believe that my reason for the happening was obviously to meet my wife, to get down here and meet my wife. Now, am I a big fan of Florida? Not so much. I'm a Midwest guy. I drink pop. I don't drink soda. I root for the Ohio State Buckeyes, the greatest football team that ever existed. And I miss my cool weather, the winters. But there are some advantages to living down here in Florida. I just got off the phone with my aunt who lives in Connecticut, who was telling me they were getting 5-degree weather tomorrow. Scheduled high here tomorrow, I think, is 78. So I don't miss, obviously, those cold, frigid days. Of winter, freezing rain, all the snow, but I miss fall time up there mostly, when the leaves fall from the trees, basically, sweatshirt weather, but I'm making my way down here in Florida, and, life's good to me now. So, at any rate, guys, everyone have a great evening and great weekend. HoosierPiper, once again, congratulations on the 100 subs, buddy. You put out some great videos, brother, and, I wish you nothing but the best. And with that, I guess I'll say, keep on piping.